Welcome everybody to the old Edie schoolhouse. As you can see, it says district number 79. Has the old outhouse, one-room schoolhouse, built up here in the upper part of Medicine Lodge Creek. There's an older home over there. That's actually where one of our feeder drivers, he actually grew up for a little bit when his dad worked as a ranch hand up here. But we're so far from Dubois that they had to open up a little school for the ranching families and the ranch hands and their families, because it was just too far to send your kids to Dubois. I think we're well over 30 miles away, and before they had a lot of public transportation, it was kind of an awful trip to get your kids to school. So I'm not sure exactly what year this was built. You can come up here. This is on BLM. People have volunteered their time to restore it. This used to be painted white, and I guess just this last year they painted it this, I don't know what kind of color this is, but it used to be white with green trim. And as you can tell, the foundations are breaking, so you gotta be careful. And this, this is free. So the kids would come here to school. They had a shelf right here to put your belongings. Probably had a coat rack right there. Yeah, there's little holes down here for your coat rack at the time. Actually fairly clean inside for what never really gets used, obviously, by nothing but people coming up to visit. Most people come up here to hunt. There's not a lot to do up here. So yeah, this is the Edie School. At some time they upgraded it to electricity. I brought my daughter up here one time we were fishing. I can't remember exactly how many grades stayed up here. I really just can't remember. There might be some information on the board. They have a little information panel. So there was a thing back, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000, that they had a special where a group of dedicated people that used to live up in this area and in the Clark School District, they came up here and did a lot of work to restore it. But outside, it would have looked white and green, and not the neon green that they painted over to try to preserve the wood, I guess. You got a menagerie of desks, but I'm assuming that the most common desk that they would have had when they had this as an operating one-room school would have been these kind. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, then this just says who these desks were donated by 2015. So, people want to see things preserved, and they want to donate their time to keep things alive for as long as possible. I'm not sure exactly what kind of heating system this was. It could have been oil, it could have been coal. I'm not 100% sure on this. And then they have the Edie School. I think this probably has a thing in where you can sign as a visitor. Maybe if I can get, oh yeah, okay. Woo, yeah, here we go. Yeah, some people left some stuff in here. Yeah, just a little collection of people. I guess somebody left a little tape measure. Yeah, that's cute. I guess just random stuff. I'm guessing that was used for airflow so the heat could get back to the other room, because I highly doubt that they would have had this door open during the winter time. I bet during the winter time you came out here, obviously you changed, but I bet this is where you ate lunch also. I just assume that, but that's what you get for assuming. And then they have the little memorial board here. They have the construction of this school, some of the families, kids. Oh, here we go. J, Eddie, L, Udi. Hey, there's a Udi. Oh, that might be my last name. Peterson, teacher, second year after the school was built. So, obviously you needed some snow gear, and there's some skis and old sleds. Oh, this one's from 1941. Another picture from 1941. This came out, yeah, so 2003. So I knew it was like late 90s, early 2000s. They came up here and they invested some time. Good old schools of 1911 through 1957 is how long this school was actually in operation. Okay, so according to one of the gals who attended this school from 1924 to 1932, they went to 8th grade here. And 8th grade graduation was a big step in those days, she said. She remembered that from the 8th grade, students from all the county schools of Clark County were invited to join their joint graduation ceremony held at the Spencer School. And then she continued her high school studies at Dubois High School. And this is just to honor Vivian Stelzer, the one-room school teacher. And this just gives information. This one came out, this is all part of the 2003 Post-Register. Obviously there was more photos up here, and it gave credit and honor to all the people that had spent their time restoring. That's the only picture that's not faded away by time. They helped restore this old one-room school before it collapsed completely. Here's a picture. Well, here's a drawing of the old school by Jeff Edie, 1975. Then we have somebody who visited here in 21. Then somebody came up here in 2015. From Idaho Falls, been up here a lot, and he had no plan of stopping, and he decided one day to stop. There used to be, you used to sign into this guest journal, but people tore out the pages. It looks like mouse poop. But you know, can you imagine going to school here from kindergarten to 8th grade, and then you hit 8th grade, you graduate, and then you go over 30 plus miles to Spencer to continue education, or you go over to Dubois. I imagine you could have chose, because it's about the same distance either way when you come out of this valley, to go either, well, probably Dubois would be a little bit closer. But It's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, the outside was originally this white and green, not the neon green and green trim that they had just recently painted, because it wasn't that color last year. Last year I was up here and it was not that color, so it could have been this year or late fall that they did that to help protect the wood. And make sure when you visit, you're visiting all these older places, also try to always, go ahead and close the doors, protect from the weather getting in, be a little respectful. Well, the door used to close. There we go. Had to lift up on it a little bit. Then if you really had to go to the bathroom, ow, hurt my foot in my sleep, I guess. So if you really have to go to the bathroom, there's the old one-holer, the old chitter. I really wouldn't want to come out here during the winter time to have to go do my business. And I imagine it's been moved, definitely moved a couple times as the kids have filled it up. And so, oh, it's time to move the chitter. But yeah, like I said, this was not this color last time I was up here. I think you see the paint can that they used. I left that there. Possible badger hole underneath, or skunk hole. Maybe a couple. Ouch. Oh, so one year that I came up here with my daughter, there's a big gooseberry bush growing off the side of here, and they were ripe when we came through. Still got some coming up. So I'm assuming that they repainted it this year, because those look like fresh cuttings. And then they just threw all the old gooseberry bush over here. But I don't know, it's quite the view when you think about it. I've been up top hunting up that way. A fire came through, I don't know, 10 years ago or more. Burned a whole bunch up that way. In fact, we're gonna go up Eddy Creek later. So thanks for tuning in. That's just a little tour of the Eddy School in one room. And just wanted to share it before it got lost to time, which can obviously happen up here in nowhere. And if people don't want to take care of something, then it does get lost to time. In fact, the power lines still go to the old school. That's crazy. All right, thanks for your time.